What is going on?
We're going to be counting down the top 10 coolest concept cars that we got to go and film this year. All right, at number 10, we have the world's first color-changing car. This is the BMW iVision D.
Look at this. Right, it's currently white, as you can see. What I'm going to do is go into here and look, you can select all of these colors. I'm going to go for yellow. Let's do yellow. Something bright. Watch. Watch how it changes. Still going, still going. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that absolutely insane? You can get some racing stripes. So what goes with yellow? Let's go with gray. Let's do this. Ready? Look at that. Look at that. What? You can make 32 different colors on the car. Now we've got racing stripes on a yellow car. Should we match the rims? I reckon we should match the rims. So we're gonna go with a gray. Let's go down here. Watch how it changes. Now, it actually has to go back through white to be able to get to the color that you've selected. There we go. It's like a kind of like a light blue. That is so freaking cool, guys. Let's go with this one. Okay, wait for it. So every other panel turns that color, including the rims. Got more Shy-Tech over here. You see this panel, the door panel? It's completely clear, right? There's nothing on it, except when you put your hand up close, this appears. And this is how you move the seat, right? Back and forth. And this is how you open the door.
At number 9, we have one of the most unexpected concept car drops of the year. This is the Skoda Vision 7S.
You see this? What do you reckon that is? This is actually recycled tires. You've got the cameras here on the side, so no more mirrors, right? That's very futuristic. All right, you ready to see how you open up this baby up? So when you press on this, look, it lights up. You see that? And it opens up like this to welcome you, right? Now we'll open this one up as well. So just a quick click, boom, all automated. And I love how it flashes green. That's quite cool. Now, here you go. So there is no B-pillar here, so there's nothing separating the front and the back, so it's much easier for passengers to get in and out. Watch this. See this little pad here? Pop your iPhone on. It's magnetic. So then you can be in the back watching movies on your iPhone. You've got two screens, one in front of you here for driver info, and then this screen right here. Now you see, you have down here another little magnetic piece. So what you do is, are you ready for this? You put your phone, your iPhone, on the magnetic piece and watch this. The car is going to turn on. How freaking cool is that? Everything on your iPhone now goes onto this screen. So you have no use for your iPhone anymore. So you can put this away. You move the center console over the top. And now everything is accessible here on the screen. Check this out. Watch here. Whoa, it happened so quickly. How cool is this? Check this out. It's an actual screen as well. So the whole car transforms into this relaxation pod. I'm going to show you something you have never seen in a car before, ever. I'm going to place my hand here. You see this? It's a little pencil that pops up, right? So you press on this, you can draw on the door, which is just oh God, I'm a horrible drawer, aren't I? So if you have kids, they can literally do little drawings on the door. What? Drive mode. Pedals come out. So freaking cool. You have all different levels of concept cars. Some of them are just shells, some of them the doors don't even open. This does pretty much everything, even drives, which is so cool.
Number 8, Nissan stepped up this year into the hypercar sphere with their Nissan Hyperforce.
This right here, boom,
That is
they
cool.
go up, and down here, boom, they come out. Here we go. And look at all the carbon fiber here as the door opens up. Look at all of it, it's just everywhere. And now we can see the tunnel effect.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Now around the back, one of my favorite features is actually the tail lights. This is the turning signal, it's blinking at the moment. This, you can't actually see the light.
Yeah.
They've got the light bar in the back here, so they're actually just lighting up that space. It's a tunnel of light.
Yeah,
You see what I mean? So they've really gone into a lot of detail here.
Yeah.
Watch these panels and all across. They come towards you.
That is crazy.
How cool is that?
They don't just come like out, they then separate.
Number 7 is a car I never thought I'd actually see. This is a car made from cardboard. Yup, this is the Citroen Oli.
I did it! Look at this. You can stand on the roof of this car. Why, you might be asking? Because you could literally use this roof to trim some trees in the yard or like help pitch a tent, whatever you want. Now check out what it's made of. This right here. See how light that is? This is special recycled honeycomb cardboard. And look, it can actually withstand the weight of a human, and it's super, super light, which is incredible. This car is all about getting back to what you need. Okay, where should we start? Here. Let's start here. Look at this. So this, boom, is where you charge it. Very cool. New design of the headlights as well. This kind of look, this shape. Now the other thing you might have noticed straight away is this windscreen. Look at this, straight up and down. It's kind of like Hummer-esque, isn't it? Now the reason why they've done that is because this is the shortest amount of glass that you would need for a windscreen. If it's curved, you need more glass, you need more materials, right? And we're getting back to what you need. It's kind of like a mini pickup at the moment, but it fully converts. Right, show me.
Yeah,
What do you do?
so basically open the trunk.
Yep. Oh, look at this. This is cool, isn't it? That's cool. Yep. And then you have this that is movable.
Yeah,
right?
it's a
We
bit of
can move that around.
modularity. So you drop it, it
Okay.
fits on the floor.
Yep. Slide that in. Okay, voila. And then watch this. This pops open. We're converting the whole thing. And then the chairs, the back chairs, you see the headrests go up. Look at that, see, up. And then we can drop the whole back seats down. Now you've got this whole area as your pickup area. So we just pop that open and here we go. Woo! Look at this. Look how bright it is. Bright orange, red color interior. And I was like, well, why? Why this color? They were like, well, we just want to make the biggest contrast between the white exterior and the bright red interior. And I think they did a great job choosing this color. Now here, there's a little toggle. You have inverse doors. Look at this. So how freaking cool is this? Look at that interior. Look at this material. This is actually 3D printed and it's kind of foamy. This is how you control the car, like how you power it up. Of course, because this is like an extension of us as humans now, like our third arm. You take this wherever you go, your phone, and you pop it in here, and that will start the car up. A car that draws inspiration from a boat. This is the Cupra Dark Rebel.
This is one of the coolest cars I've ever seen, and there's only one in the world. I'm gonna be the first person to ever drive it in public. The first thing that you notice, apart from the shape, is the color, right? The color is called Mercury Drop, and it's 7 different layers of paint and chrome. But what's super cool about this color is that it actually lets light pass through it. So you see these lights? This is one of the 3 light configurations because this car has 3 drive modes. The first is called Exponential Square. It's kind of like the base, kind of raw mode. But then what you can do is you can press a button and turn this into Exponential Cube, which is kind of like the race mode. So now you'll see lights turn off, and then they kind of reset, recalibrate a little bit, and now you have them like hollow here, right? The third mode is Exponential Infinite. And what that is basically like the metaverse mode. This is a keel. It's supposed to be like a sailboat keel. That's pretty much like the blade that goes underneath the boat. And this is in the front, and you also see it in the back. So it kind of just centers, it's like a spine of the car. And what's cool is that the glass piece transitions seamlessly into the actual paint. What we all like on this channel are hidden doors. So you see right here, there's like 2 different logos. If we press this one like that, there you go. Fully electric, so you just pop it in, you charge it, and that's it. Press that like this. In theory, it'll open automatically. So, the car with the doors closed is 1.3 meters tall. That's very, very short. With the doors open, it's 2.2 meters tall. It goes from like Hasbulla to Shaquille O'Neal with 1 door. Take a look at the inside. There's a way to do this to protect the car. There you go. Some of these buttons actually work now. So if I tap this, the steering wheel actually moves. So on the steering wheel, that right there is a toggle. Right now, this is an exponential squared, which don't forget is kind of like the comfort mode. And if I press it and toggle it like that, this will go into cubed. It's yellow. And then if I then put it into the next setting, that'll go into infinite, which is the metaverse mode. There's the infinity logo. And if I want to move, for example, the pedals, if I'm a little bit shorter, look at that. Yeah, that makes a difference. It's strange because I've never seen this inside of another car. Like, for you guys to have an idea, like, look, that is like, it feels like stone, but it's metal. They literally melt it, and it's just kind of the same way they do 3D printing with plastic, they do it with metal, which is pretty badass. All right, we're off. I love this steering wheel, man. This is awesome. It just feels like video gamey with all the lights.
The future is now.
At number 5, this is the only car in the world that has cosmic dust headlights. This is the Alpine Alpenglow.
Look, the wheel is actually designed to look like a snowflake. You see how this is clear? This is like an icicle as well. So you're gonna see lots of these themes. Now come around the back. This is the coolest bit in my opinion. Just look at this. Look how wide it is. It's 2 meters wide. And of course, look at all of this translucent like design language here with the wing being completely translucent. That kind of reminds you of like ice, which is very cool. And then here, these elongated tail lights. Oh, look at the blue glow. Check out the design of these headlights, right? What would a car look like flying through space? It would pick up cosmic dust. Now you've got side cameras, you've got some sensors up here. This is a 1-seater car. So you sit right here. When the car is running and you've got the steam coming out the back, it actually comes out of these vents. So it hits the blue light and it looks like the steam is like a blue, beautiful blue glow as it kind of flies off the back of the car.
Here we are, the Audi Activesphere. This is an augmented reality concept car that comes with a helicopter.
Check this out. Oh yeah. The future is now. This is a sportback SUV. It's also an off-roader, and it's also a pickup truck. The grille is made of glass. It's completely see-through. From the driver's side, you can actually see what's in front of you. So if you have a big rock right here, yeah, you can see it from there. The headlights are sick. You have all these little pixels. You see how they're just kind of flowing around. Side view cameras, razor sharp, cutting through the wind. And what I like as well is if you look at the door, this is also see-through glass. But what happens if you have a sportback that can turn into a pickup truck? Let's take a look. Ready? Look at this. Glass panel literally slides up elegantly. And suddenly, we went from a sport SUV to a pickup truck. This car went from European to American in 10 seconds. Just take a look at this. Ready? Position yourself here. Look straight on. When have you ever seen through the grille from the back in any car? I've never seen that anywhere. So all we got to do is say the magic word. Rise. Look at that. Panel comes up and then the glass fully seals it. You don't have any dash right now because this is in fully autonomous mode. So this is a driverless experience, but if you want, just snap your fingers, it'll come up. But what you still see is even though this comes up and you get a steering wheel, there's still no displays or kind of gauge clusters. There's no real infotainment or anything, right? And that's where the augmented reality comes in. This is crazy. I see a huge map in front of me, different geographical data, heavy rain. This is pretty cool. It's like navigation, but at the same time, it maps out where the rain is. It's points of interest. If I go up to the top right here, this is my music selection. All I do is hover like that, you see? And if I keep my finger on one of the songs, like that, augmented realities. Now for my climate control, you see there, I just put my hand, hovers up, and now I can change the temperature. I can actually move it left. That is cool. So now the augmented reality also changes to driver mode, where I can put my hands here, I believe, and you see how now I get kind of like a gauge cluster, speedometer, tire pressure.
And number 3, this is an icon re-envisioned. It's the Mercedes-Benz Vision 111.
This is actually the reimagined version of the original C111. And it's absolutely gorgeous. Because we've gone electric, we've got this amazing digital screen and it's like properly thick pixels, and that's because it pays homage to the older versions, the 60s and the 70s. So the side skirts are purposefully made in like this contrasting color to give that major contrast between like the smooth aesthetic of the outside to like the beautiful like technical contrast of the side skirt. Let's check out the back. We've got our pixelated display at the back, and there we go. Now this is like almost acting as headlights, so your indicator would be here flashing if you needed to turn, brake lights. This is almost where the battery power would be. It'll tell you what the percentage is, but now I've got 111% because of course paying homage to the C111. Check out this interior. So they've gone with like this silver that kind of like represents the past, like the 70s, but then also this like bright futuristic. This button over here, I push it back, the seat goes back, forward. The position of this, your knees are actually higher than your booty, and that's because it's got racing mode as well. So you're literally sitting in the car like a Formula One driver, knees up, seat in. The coolest thing is the 5-point harness has this awesome Mercedes star in, and it's like really heavy. We've got another pixelated screen running all the way across here. It's like super thin and sleek. Look at this. It's absolutely floating. What? This is crazy.
At number 2, there is a very good reason why it sits at this spot. This is the incredible BMW Gina concept. It has moving skin. Yep, moving skin.
Watch this. What is going on? The front of the car literally splits open. Isn't that crazy? All right, stand back. You ready for this? Watch this. Secret headlights. That is awesome. What's also cool about the front is that you can literally change the entire character of it. Ready? You want to change the body shape? Look at that. That is crazy. Basically what's happening is that this car is wrapped in a kind of elastic fabric. You see that? I can literally poke it. Bounces back, and the inside has these splines. You see that? These lines, and these are movable. So now when you open the door, you don't get a shut line. Instead what you get is kind of a wrinkle. What? But look at how crazy this looks. This is called polyurethane. Never used that word before, ever. But it's polyurethane, and there's a hidden button somewhere around here. Gotta find it. There it is. Ready for this? A sneak peek at the skeleton. Take a look at this part. Ready? Want some side skirts? Voila! Coming out of apparently nowhere. So now what you have, yeah, is a more sporty look. I mean, I think that this kind of technology is amazing. Can you imagine if you had a car that you could just kind of change around whenever you wanted to? What you'll see is you have a spoiler. You want a bigger spoiler? No problem. What you can do, press a button, you get a bigger one. Now, actually one of the first questions that I asked is how do you prevent this from melting? Well, they found a material that can handle the heat unless you kind of overdo it completely. I want to show you guys something that's also interesting. You have a seamless transition from the exterior going down to the interior. You see that? This is still the same panel going from the back all the way to the front, and this leads up all the way to the gear selector. This is actually a stick shift that is fully functional. The entire car is fabric. I was literally looking for pieces. This looks like it's solid to me. This looks like it's aluminum. No, it's not. It's fabric. This fabric, that fabric, that's fabric. Everything is fabric.
So what are we actually looking at? The car is called the BMW Gina, which stands for Geometry and Functions in N Adaptions, which is basically just a fancy way of saying that this car can shapeshift.
At number 1, Porsche fans, you're gonna love this. This is the incredible Porsche Mission X concept, but it might actually go into production. When I said this is the first ever hypercar from Porsche, you might be looking at this baby right here, the 918. That's the Carrera GT. What do you mean? They're hypercars. Apparently, Porsche calls them super sports cars. This is what they call a hypercar. Now look at these headlights. How cool is this? So fully redesigned here. Here, look, there's no mirror, side mirror. There's no camera here either. What is cool, and this is the first time I've ever seen this, is they've got the camera back here on the back of the door. So this is for aerodynamics, and actually the placement gives you really good views of the car from both sides. Around here, look at this. When do you ever get an extra windscreen up the top? This is Daytona inspired. These wheels are cool too, guys. Look at this. So they're actually different on the back to the front. They're a different design completely. When you close off the back wheel like this, it's more aerodynamic for the car. The first thing you notice is the steering wheel. Look at this. So it's quite compact. You've got the Porsche logo in the middle, and I've been told that's made out of brushed precious metals. Look at this light that runs the length of the seat. I love that detail. That is so cool. For the first time ever, you can actually see straight through the wheel. And I've just never even thought about that design detail before. Usually this is all covered. This right here, very cool. Now, your passenger can obviously see this the best, but look what it does. It's removable, and you can take this around with you. And so if this goes into production, they're going to make this super lightweight, so you can literally take all of your info, like the racing laps and everything, with you, place it on the table and go, haha, I'm faster than you around the track. There's a huge button right in central in the car. This is a record button. The most central button in the whole car is a record button. That is so that when you are going around the track, you can literally go record, and you've got 4 cameras, one here, one at the front, and one at the back, that records your lap around the track. Got to see the lights, guys. Ready? Tail lights go on. Look at it running across the back. Beautiful. And then the indicators, so across these 2 panels. But wait, you've got to see this. Watch what the E does, guys. The whole Porsche lettering goes off except for the E that pulsates in blue to indicate that it's charging. I love that feature. How cool was that, guys? That was so much fun for us to go and see and film this year. We're going to be keeping our eyes out for the coolest concept cars in 2024, so make sure you keep your notifications on so you are the first to see that. Just want to give you guys a massive shout out and thank you for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And here's to 2024.